Welcome to BC Outdoor Sport Fishing with your host, Mike Mitchell. BC Outdoor Sport Fishing is brought to you by your Toyota BC dealers, Rapala, Kingfisher, Yamaha, and the Pacific Salmon Foundation.
Hello everybody, welcome to BC Outdoor Sport Fishing. I'm your host, Mike Mitchell. Today we're with Brian Chan from the Freshwater Fisher Society. Brian, welcome to the show.
Welcome to winter, Mike.
Yes, this is going to be a little different for you.
For both of us.
For both of us, yes. I'm excited though because I know you're right out of your element. There's no indicators, no fly lines, no fly casting.
No flies.
No flies. This is going to be great.
Yeah.
So Brian, tell us a bit, where are we first?
Oh, we're up in the Inner Lakes area. Actually, right now we're up at Caribou Bonanza Resort on Horse Lake. It's our kind of our base camp, and we're going to be exploring some of the better known kokanee fisheries, the winter kokanee fisheries in the South Caribou, which are some of the best kokanee fisheries in the province.
Yeah, and we're very lucky again. We're staying up at Caribou Bonanza, like you said. Bruno and Dora put us up.
Yeah.
They're closed. They opened up their old house for us to stay in and had it warm for us, perfect. But this place is an absolute fantastic campground and another great base camp in the spring and fall and summer to use as a campground and stuff
absolutely.
too.
It's very centrally located.
Yeah, absolutely, and beautiful.
Yep.
Beautiful spot. They do an immaculate job of keeping this thing clean, and I think the biggest thing is how friendly they are. I mean, we had dinner at their place last night. Our traditional Swiss.
Waddled out of there.
Yeah, traditional Swiss fondue, which is great. So, but again, back to what we're doing. We're gonna be going after kokanee on a couple different lakes probably today.
Yeah.
Or today and tomorrow.
Today and tomorrow we'll probably check out Little Deka, and then the next day go a little north of here up to Ruth Lake.
Got a little hike in. That should be kind of fun. Beautiful weather. So the weather's supposed to be like this.
You bet.
So it should be good.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to catching some beautiful kokanee.
All right, well, let's get at it.
All right.
There they are. I see them going after it.
Oh, there's a huge school there.
You can see them down there.
You can't.
I can. I see them biting.
There's all kinds of fish down there. I can see them.
Oh yeah.
There's one.
There. So.
There we are, Mike. I got one.
We've been putting our time in here. We're in the beautiful Rapala tent. Here's our first kokanee today. Beautiful fish.
Beautiful kokanee.
We can finally see them all over the tent, all over the screen.
Oh, it's
here.
crazy. It's crazy. That's a nice kokanee.
Yeah, that's a beauty.
Beautiful. You can see them actually. They're so shallow right now under the hole.
There's a big school.
We're only fishing about 15 feet down. Got another one, Mike.
Got another one there, Brian?
Yep. Another kokanee.
Excellent.
Oh, it's coming through.
Oh, yeah, this is right. Look at that. Great fish.
Beautiful.
Great one. Let's show the viewers that, Brian. That's a great fish.
Aren't they gorgeous fish?
We're taking these fish home because they're excellent.
They're gonna do a little
great condition fish.
Smoker. Look at that. Just a glistening bar, silver, black. Beautiful fish.
And the funny thing is, Brian, is as fast as these fish came in, I'm not seeing any more on the sounder right now. They could have moved off. Oh, there they are. There we go. There's the school coming back now.
I just missed another one.
Yeah, I can see them
cool.
again.
You can see them. This is the ultimate in fishing.
See some fish down there now. You got another one, Brian?
Mike, I got one.
Excellent.
So this great kokanee fishing lake is stocked annually for about 100,000 kokanee.
Yeah.
And well managed by the province. So they're just gorgeous fish.
Yeah.
And these are two-end kokanee.
Okay. And to our viewers, what is a two-end kokanee?
So these are reproductive kokanee. They can spawn.
Okay.
But these are probably 2.5-year-old fish. just absolutely delicious eating fish.
Yeah, gorgeous.
It's gorgeous. So
we're gonna have some fish tonight, it looks like.
Yep.
And I'm watching, they're going after my flasher setup we got here. We got a Lure Jensen glow spoon on here and it's flashing down there and the fish are attacking the spoon. Oh, there we go. There's one.
Get him up, Mike. Oh, I missed
We're
one.
gonna finesse him up through this hole here. This is where I lost him a couple times, is right at the lip of the hole. You can see him dancing around down there. Once I get his head turned up, I'm gonna tighten the drag on the Rapala reel here.
With kokanee fishing, it's all about getting over the school of fish.
There we go. Oh, look, I brought the sounder up too. Well, that was fast and furious for sure. It was funny because there's, in our group right now, there's 6 anglers that are fishing with us. We got Mike and Lee and a couple of friends from the area here that are kind of fishing in the area here.
Right.
And we're watching out on the lake here, and there's a couple guys that got kokanee. And then the school moved this way,
Yeah.
and then we waited for Lee, who was on the outside. He got his first one. We ran back in the tent, and started. You could see them in the hole swimming around. It was excellent. Anyway, I just went outside the tent, and there's about 15 extra people all around us. There's holes drilled all around the tent right now. The guys are gonna sit and socialize for a bit and do their thing
that's
out
what
there.
you know. Ice fishing is such a social thing to begin with, especially with kokanee. I mean, and the fact is, these fish are so good eating.
Yeah.
I mean, that's, you know, there's over 100,000 fish put into this lake every year, and you know.
Yeah, it was great.
It's in the dead of winter, and there's lots of people out here today.
Yep, yeah, it's great. And it was really cool though, was to see it on the sounder.
Yeah.
That sounder was like between the 15 to 20 foot was blacked out with fish, and you just knew it. So as fast as you could get that jig down, the faster you're going to get the fish. So it's excellent. So you know, we'll do some kokanee fishing, and then we're gonna have a great opportunity.
Yeah, this is the well, we're in the Inner Lakes area, right? And this is the fishing highway, and this is the ultimate kokanee fishing in the province.
Yeah.
It's you got a chain of lakes up here that are really productive right now.
Yeah.
And it's great fishing.
Really great fishery. Great fishery.
There's more BC Outdoors sport fishing right after this break. Closed captioning is provided by Ace Line Hauler, the only prawn trap puller built West Coast tough.
All right, well, we're up here with Mike Ramsey and friends from Fish and Wildlife, and you've coaxed us to coming up to the interior to do some kokanee fishing. This area, though, in general, is absolutely some of the best fishing in the world.
Yeah, this area from basically Kamloops through to 100 Mile House on Highway 24 is known as the fishing highway.
Yep.
Because, and what people don't realize is it's not just famous for lakes such as Sheridan and the rainbows, but also there's a number of lakes around stocked with kokanee.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And that's what we're targeting today.
Yep.
We're after some kokanee here.
Yep. And we're right in the center of some of the best kokanee lakes, Bridge, Deka, Big Deka, Sulphurous, Horse, and Ruth. Yep.
Okay. And right now we're started out the morning here on Little Deka.
Yep.
We had that massive bite that came through a little while ago, and it was fast and furious, and we missed. Folks, we only got a quarter of the action in the tent, but out here, these guys, they're hooting and hollering. You guys had 5 fish up through the hole before we even had one, and it was just that big school came in, right?
Yeah.
And so this lake is stocked with kokanee, but there's a strain, right, that you guys are putting in here, or what are you doing with that?
Yeah, this lake is stocked with 2N kokanee.
Okay.
It varies from year to year, but about 35 to 50,000.
Okay.
And put in here mainly for a catch and harvest fishery.
Yeah.
Lots of residents here, and in the summer in particular, lots of people come from various locations, Lower Mainland and the States, to fish for these kokanee.
Yeah, and that's what we really want. We want people to come up, enjoy these fisheries, and get out fishing, because this is really what it's about. I mean, that's the whole reason, right? People see us, we're taking some fish here, but that's why they're put here. They're put here for us to harvest and enjoy, on the table and stuff too. But so in this lake, you said there's 2 ends, and then there's also other lakes around that have 3-end fish as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So tell, what do we do with those?
Okay, yeah, some of our other lakes in the area have 3-end fish. They live a little longer. and for different purposes. We have here on Deka a high harvest fishery, so we like to grow the fish as fast as we can and have lots for people to take home. So we have a difference in sizes and a difference in densities. So we provide a different product on a bunch of different lakes.
Okay, good. Fred. And now all we have to do is wait for those fish to come back around so we can hook a couple more here, eh?
Yeah, and that should be any time.
That's right. All right, well, let's get a couple more fish.
Okay.
Learning with the pros. Brought to you by your Toyota BC dealers.
Just like to talk a little bit about safety when you're out ice fishing. Obviously, the biggest concern is that we're walking on the ice when it's thick enough. So when you're just walking out on the ice, a minimum of 4 inches of solid ice, preferably 6 inches, then you know it's going to be ample thickness of ice to support the body weight for you to walk out there. If you're going out on the lake with a snowmobile or a quad, I think you'd want to have a little bit even thicker ice, maybe 8 inches. So when you get to the lake and you're the first one there and you don't know how thick the ice is, just walk out a little bit and drill an auger hole to see how thick it is. And as long as you've got 4 inches of solid ice, then you know it's going to be thick enough to walk out on. Probably shouldn't be going ice fishing alone. It'd be a lot safer if you're out on the ice with a buddy or a group of people. I always carry some rope with me, just in case, like a 100-foot coil of rope in case someone did happen to fall through. Some other safety measures you should consider as well is having a pair of these ice picks, which if you did happen to fall through, you can use these little nail-like sharp nail at the end to get onto the ice and pull yourself out. So to set these things up, you just put them on, and then the rope is going underneath your coat, and so they're always going to be there in case you need to use them. You can also look around the lake and see upwelling areas or spring activity, because a lot of lakes do have springs upwelling under the ice, and you'll often see wet patches of snow or cracks in the ice or dark spots on the ice, and you want to avoid those areas because the ice could be thin. So just some common sense tips to make it safe to enjoy a lot of the ice fishing opportunities that we have in British Columbia. For more learning with the pros tips, visit our website, bcoutdoorsmagazine.com.
Well, as we can see, the snow starting to blow in on us pretty good here.
It's a whiteout.
And the fishing's kind of died down now, so everybody else is kind of packed up around us. And so I think we're going to make the call to pull the pin today. We got a few fish.
Yep.
We're gonna either go and try later this afternoon over at Horse, or we're going to try another lake up the highway that we heard some good reports on, and
you bet.
We'll try it again. Maybe get some more kokanee.
Yeah, maybe we'll get some fish that are swimming around a little more actively. Yeah,
it's funny how the bite was around us.
And it happens quick.
Fast and furious. The guys limited out right away, and we were in the tent kind of goofing around and missing fish. I was mesmerized by them, watching them down below, and I just forgot to hook them. So but anyway, that's the way fishing goes.
Yeah,
right?
that's the way it is.
We'll pack up here and we'll head out and we'll set the tent up in another lake maybe tomorrow.
Sounds like a good idea, Mike.
All right. So Brian, this is a perfect example of the lake where we moved over from Deka yesterday and we came over to another lake in the Caribou called Ruth Lake.
Yep.
And this is a great example of the different sizes of kokanee.
Absolutely.
This was very typical of what we were getting yesterday.
Yep, the little diploid or 2N kokanee. And then this is a much bigger, longer fish, a little more slender, but it's a triploided or 3N kokanee.
Yep.
And both are going to be great table fare.
Okay. Good.
And we could get some really nice, well, even bigger fish than this today.
Yeah, we've also seen some of the guys that are over here. They've got some really nice sized rainbows as well.
Yeah, no, this has got, I don't know what's going to bite.
Lots of opportunities over in here.
Yeah.
Good. All right, well, let's head over to our...
Catch a fish. I think we had a double header, Mike.
I had one, I lost him.
Oh.
All right, Brian.
There, got a
good job.
A little chunky 2N.
Yeah, beautiful.
Beautiful fish.
There's a school right here now. Get my little lure Jensen.
That'll be a good lunch fish.
Yeah. How deep did you get that one, Brian?
It's 18 feet.
18, eh? 18 is the trick.
So, there it is there. There you go.
Beauty.
There's more BC Outdoors sport fishing right after this break. Let's get back on the water with BC Outdoor Sport Fishing.
I got one.
Mike, way to go.
Oh boy. You know the school's in.
The school's here.
There we go. Oh, look at him down. Oh, you should see them all following up, Brian. Look
What?
at that guy.
You see a bunch down there?
Did you see that? It came up, went down the sounder hole. Perfect. Oh, you got tape all over it?
Oh, nice fish. That's a beautiful cook.
And now, here are all the secrets of our tackle and gear.
Hello folks, we're going to talk to you a little bit about the gear that we've been using on today's episode. Of course, we start out with our Rapala ice rods. These are R-type ice rods, 28-inch, medium light action. We paired it up with the RTS Rapala R-type reels.
Right.
8-pound Suffix high-vis line. And this stuff really glowed well underneath the ice. You can see your line.
You can see your line down, and that was important when the fish were around. We could locate our lure.
Yeah, exactly. And then Brian, you can talk a bit about some of the presentations we did here.
So we need a heavier spoon attacked as a flasher. So we were using these Coyote spoons, number 5 and number 6.
Yep.
And you've got the chartreuse
Yep.
And white on, and I've got the emerald green and silver.
Yep.
All silver would work as well. And it's nice to have that little tag at the end to add a little bit more flash.
Yep.
And we just got a swivel system down to some 6-pound Suffix Ice Magic monofilament designed for ice fishing.
Yep.
And then right down to a number 6 Gamakatsu red hook,
Yep.
an octopus hook. And
We tipped all that.
and we're chipping it with bait, and one of the best baits out there are pink maggots,
Yeah.
which you could buy at tackle stores and actually convenience stores as well.
Yeah.
Stock it in the wintertime, and so they're live, and we put a couple of those pink maggots onto our red hook, get her down. We use this guy here.
Yeah, of course,
Lois.
the Lowrance Elite 5, and that really helped tell us when the school were there. And there was a lot of lulls in between, but the minute somebody got some on, we would barely
You'd see them.
Cloud of them on the sounder, and that really told us the depth, and that was key today.
Oh, you had to move. You had to get your gear up.
Yeah, and
or
find
down.
that depth there too.
Yeah.
You know, and of course, we lucked out a little bit here with the Yamaha sleds provided to us by Spectre Power Sports, and they helped us get around a little bit, had some fun on the side, and
Oh, yeah, that
helped
was
us
great.
trailer things around too.
And then, of course, we've got auger holes. So
Yeah.
we've got this an 8-inch Rapala Vortex gas, 2-cycle gas
Yep.
auger that made a lot, because you end up cutting a lot of holes to try to locate where you're going to start fishing, and
Yep.
sure made life a lot easier. And we had the tent.
Speaking of which, yeah, we had the 6-man Sherpa tent by Rapala, and that was actually really important yesterday to
yeah.
keep us, the camera gear, and keep us happy when it was blowing and snowy and
Oh.
it was ugly out. And that kept us warm and comfortable and made it pleasurable to be out there.
Absolutely. Otherwise, it got pretty ugly there. It was a total whiteout almost.
Yep. So anyway, folks, these are a couple things that we've been using on today's episode. We'll follow up here with a quick list for you again.
All tackle and gear is available at Steveston Marine and Hardware.
Nice one.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's a puller.
All right.
Whoa. A tight fit.
Oh, look at that guy.
Whoa.
Good stuff.
Beautiful.
It popped off right at the end there. This is great because we're obviously into a little bit of a school now. And I guess one of the things that I got to know is it's such a vast lake and why you picked this spot. And we had joking around a little bit about it seems to be that everybody fishes areas for kokanee special spots, but really it's just about access. Especially when you're towing all the gear around. quite the
No,
haul
actually,
sometimes.
we are in a deep trough here.
That's right, yeah. So that does make sense for sure. We're sitting at about 48 feet of water, and that seems to be the magic.
And they come in schools.
Yeah.
They definitely come in schools. So that's great.
That's good fish.
That's good looking fish.
Hey, your freezer's going to be full.
No, my hands are frozen.
Yeah, that too. I'm going to get one here. I have a good feeling. I'm looking down this dark hole, and I think there's going to be a fish in there any minute. Oh, yeah!
Mike! Mike!
Well, this one's pulling. Taking line, Brian.
Got a good one there, Mike.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he's going over to my hole.
He is. We're going to do
Look
that.
he's going away.
We're going to do that release again, Brian, where I release him down the other hole.
Oh, it's a nice fish. I can see him flashing down there.
Yeah. There we go.
Hey,
Look
Mike.
at that. Beautiful little kokanee. Oh, it's going to be a nice walk back.
Okay, we doing anything with him?
Oh, I think we're going to let him go here,
No,
Brian.
but you gotta.
All right. I think, like you're saying, the best part of ice fishing is the social aspect. We've been laughing the whole day and joking
It's been
around.
fun.
It's been lots of fun, right? It's totally different than fishing in the boat.
Yeah.
It's funny how we're all sharing secrets, right? When you're in the boat, you don't tell anybody what's going on, but here it's depth, and everybody's yelling out depths, and here come the fish and everything. So it's lots of fun. So
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
yeah, these, like I said, these fish will taste really good.
Yeah.
The barbecue.
No,
one
it's
will be
great
really
fishing
good.
up in the Caribou for kokanee.
Yep. So again, folks, if you want to come up and take part of this, we're up at Ruth Lake today. We're at Deka Lake yesterday, so there's lots of opportunities for ice fishing for kokanee here. And I want to thank you for coming on board, and thank you guys for doing your thing and showing us where to be and how to stay warm and have some laughs and have fun. It's been good.
It's good.
Well, thank you, folks, for joining us on BC Outdoor Sport Fishing. We look forward to having you join us on another episode soon.
BC Outdoor Sport Fishing has been made possible by your Toyota BC dealers. Rapala, crafted from experience. Yamaha, what kind of Yamaha are you? Kingfisher, fish the good times. The Pacific Salmon Foundation, bringing them back stream by stream. Along with...
Hey folks, we're going to answer a couple of the questions that were sent in to us via Facebook and Twitter. John Bowers has a question for us. Why is it sometimes you can be ice fishing 6 feet apart from your buddies there? He's catching fish and you're not.
And that happened to us today.
That's right, yeah.
Exactly. We were 6 feet apart. We had the sounder there, and it just tells you how important the sounder is, because you can be fishing 6 feet apart and one person's fishing a foot higher or lower than the other person, and that person's catching all the fish. And those fish are just that focused on the depth zone they want to feed, and you could be out by a foot. You really need a sounder.
There you have it, folks. Make sure you send in your questions to us. We'll try to answer them on each episode at the end of the credits here.
Mm-hmm.